All right, it's the GolfWRX 3-swing challenge, and today we're taking out the Titleist Vokey WedgeWorks A+ grind. So this is a 60-degree A+ grind, which is a little bit wider sole, a little bit lower bounce in the K. Let's see how this grind gets through the turf. I'm just gonna kind of play this a hair open, just pop it up on the green there. Not bad, a hair long, but I tell you what, got through this rough really quick. I thought with a wider sole, it might be a little slower and maybe grabby through that turf, but it glided right through, right at the hole, just a little bit long. This isn't a shot that I normally hit with 60, but let's try it anyway. I'm gonna play it square, not open it at all, just try to get it down there, flight it a little lower, and get it to the hole. Again, the sole just glides through the ground. I mean, that thing thumped into the ground and just glided right through. It didn't slow down. It's, just got through really quickly and smoothly. I was pretty surprised. So far, I like this thing, but that thing's nice. You can just thump it into the turf and it just glides right through. All right, this is the third shot for the Vokey WedgeWorks A+ grind. A little short-sighted here where we got a bunker to carry, not a ton of green to work with. I'm gonna open this face just a little bit. I don't have the skill to kind of Phil Mickelson flop this thing, but open it up just a little bit and just try to get it on the green. I think that, oh, it caught a little slope. I tell you what, again, that thing open just glides through the turf. It's really, really smooth and quick through the turf, even the rough. It doesn't grab it, and honestly, I think I've got about 12 feet. That's not bad at all. All right, we just got done with the 3-swing challenge with the Titleist Vokey WedgeWorks 60 A grind. This is a lob wedge with the new A grind on the sole, wider sole, a little bit reduced camber, less bounce than, say, a K grind, but it gets through the turf really quickly, developed with Aaron Dill and some pros out there, but more versatile than I thought, and a really nice wedge. Honestly, I've been kind of searching for a 60-degree, but we'll go with looks. And looks, I'm giving it a 7.7. I like the look. I like the reduced offset of the SM10 type design. The leading edge has just a touch of roundness to it, nothing too much there. The overall shape does look a little big when you compare it to, say, the 56 and the 50 in the SM10 line. It does look a little bit oversized and a little bit more round and bulbous than those. But overall, I like the shape. I like the look. The grind from the bottom looks really solid. And, of course, the back having the WW for the WedgeWorks is pretty cool as well. I love the raw finish. It's got a raw finish to it, so that is also pretty cool. You can already see mine after one round is already starting to develop a little bit of rust, but it was pretty wet out there. Sound and feel, I'm giving it an 8.1. I think the Vokey SM10, the WedgeWorks, they feel really good. They're soft, they're responsive. When you hit it center, it's a nice soft thud. When you miss it a little bit low or out on the toe, you'll get a little bit more feedback there. You'll get a little bit of vibration and just a touch more maybe click to it. But overall, the sound and feel is really good. I think it's very muted. I think Vokey did a nice job with how this thing sounds and feels from all sorts of lies. When you hit it out of the rough, you're hitting it off a tight lie, you're going to get that audible sound and that vibration in the hands to let you know where exactly you hit it on the face. Performance, I'm going to go 9.2. The wedge itself is very similar to SM10 in terms of the grooves. They're spin milled. They spin really well out of the rough, off a tight lie. You're going to get consistent, predictable spin off the face. But the grind is actually much more versatile than I thought. You can still open this up, play it a little bit open without the leading edge coming too high off the ground. It's got this nice wide sole that out of the bunker is great. It has a ton of float. And honestly, it gets through the long grass better than I thought. I thought it may get tangled up, slowed down a little bit in some of that lush, heavy rough, and it really glides through. And then on kind of a tighter lie or a more normal lie, you can really thump this sole into the ground without the worry about it digging or catching on the grass and slowing it down. You can really kind of get this thing going and hit some really nice high shots with it. I really liked it. I think I've actually liked it better than my S Grind 60. So this is one that may kind of see some more time in the bag, but really overall impressed with the A+ grind from Vokey. That gives it an overall score of 8.5. So a really solid wedge, a great lob wedge that if you're somebody who's maybe, looking for a little bit of forgiveness out of the sole of your wedge, this thing here, if you catch it a hair fat, it's going to glide through the turf. It's not going to dig. It's not going to get down under the ball. You're going to be able to play this thing square. You're going to play it a little bit open. And if you're really having, a little bit of trouble out of the bunker, you play really light, fluffy sand in the bunkers, this one here is going to offer a ton of floats. But that is the 3-swing challenge with the Titleist Vokey WedgeWorks 60 A grind wedge.